Hi guys, welcome. Today is your balance mobility. So what we're going to be working through is a sequence that works heavily on balance, so see how you get on. It's going to be a challenge. We're not going to be holding each one for too long though, but there will be a lot of balance transitions. So working on those stability muscles, building strength through the legs and through the core as well. We're going to get started. This is a quick practice, so something to play around with. You can flow with it in the morning or in the evening before or after a workout. If the legs are feeling tired, it might be a bit more of a challenge, but we'll see how we get on. Again, we're going to be moving around the mat. So put the device, whatever you're listening to this on, somewhere that you're going to be able to see as you come to the back of the mat as well. From here, standing up tall, just close the eyes for a moment. Focus on the breath, slow down, noticing where you're at today. Anything that might be coming up for you. Just give yourself this next 15 minutes or so just to detach. Be focused on the breath, be focused on the movement. Notice how each one it makes us feel, where we might be holding that tightness, and really connect to your practice. Take a moment, just maybe rock back and forth on the feet. And allow the whole foot to ground down through the mat. Finding your placement, find this balance, this grounding sensation. Lengthening through the spine. From here, take the hands to heart center in prayer. Just start to rub the palms together, building a little bit of heat between them. And taking the hands over the closed eyes. Deep inhale through the nostrils. And as you exhale, slowly flutter open the eyes, remove the hands, rejoin the room. So we'll get started. So ground down through the left foot to begin. We're going to lift up through that right leg. Hands can come to prayer or out wide, wherever is comfortable. We're going to begin to draw circles through these hips. So inhale, we draw it out to a 90-degree angle. Exhale, take it out to the side. Drawing these circles. Now, as we draw the circles, we don't want to cause ourselves to tilt. We want this movement to just come from the hip. So you might want to place the hands on the hips to really keep the rest of the body stable. Breathing here, just activating those muscles here. Start to feel a little bit of warmth build in the body. Next time you're at center, we're going to change direction of those circles. Exaggerating as much as you like. If you fall, you fall. We're working on the stability of the opposite leg as well as opening up through the right hip. Last couple of breaths. And slowly coming back to center. If you want to drop the legs, shake off the legs. Otherwise, take it back to your warrior three. Find the balance. Stay strong in that standing leg. Use the wall if you need to. Just place one hand on the wall to help you find this balance. On your exhale, ground down through right foot. Take the arms out to a T, Virabhadrasana 2. Back foot is at 45 degrees. Sink down through the hips for a moment. Breathing here. Inhale, straighten out through that front leg. Pivot on the feet. Right foot faces the back of the room. Left foot is at 45 degrees. Bend through that front leg. Breathing here. Now, in your own time, we're going to find our standing splits. So if it's accessible, windmill the arms, take them hands down in front of this right foot, and lift left leg to the sky. Find the balance. You might have blocks out in front of you if you can't quite straighten that leg by taking the hands to the floor. Last couple breaths. On your next exhale, you're going to ground down through the right hand and we're going to lift left arm to the sky. Find our half moon as we open the hips to the left-hand side. So the hips are coming from parallel to open to the left. Again, a block might be underneath this foot. Come in and out of this as much as you need to. On your next inhale, see if you can micro bend through the knee. Come up to standing. Keep that left leg lifted if you can. Beautiful. From here, we're going to cross Left ankle over right thigh, hands to heart center, and we squat down. Find that balance, stretch out through that left glute. On your next inhale, straighten back out. That leg might be feeling a little bit tired. We're going to pistol squat. So if the hamstring's feeling a bit tight, we can do this with a bent leg. Otherwise, we grab hold of the big toe, we extend out the leg. Again, it could be that we have a slight bend. We're working on balance, not so much this hamstring right now. So begin to bend through the standing leg. Draw yourself down slowly. See if you can hover at the bottom and then place the hip on the floor. Find your Navasana, your boat pose. You can keep a bend here. You can extend out through the leg, sitting up tall. Slowly from here, take hold of the big toes. Begin to rock and roll on the spine. Back and forth. Build up a little bit of momentum. And once you have, extend the legs. Pausing here, maybe open up through the legs. Find your upright seated angle pose. If you roll back as you roll backwards, just find the sit bones again. On your next exhale, cross through the legs, take the hands out in front. We step it back to our plank and we roll through a vinyasa. From your downward facing dog, we're going to look between the hands, walk, step or jump the feet to the top of the mat. Find your halfway lift. Exhale, we fold, moving into those hamstrings. Inhale, we rise. Exhale, drop the hands. So we're facing the back of the mat. We're going to repeat that on the opposite side. So from here, ground down through the right foot, pick up the left. We're going to begin to draw those circles through the hip. Now, the left leg might be feeling a bit tired. This side might be a little bit more challenging because we've already built up a little bit of muscle fatigue in both legs. Breathing here. Change direction of those circles. Again, try and keep the rest of the body as stable as you can. Slowly, coming back to center, we take it back to Virabhadrasana 3, Warrior 3. Find that balance. Again, you can use the wall. Take that T shape in the body. Go with the wobble. Exhale, bend through the front leg. Plant the left foot down. Take the arms out to a T, Warrior 2. Drifty down that front ring finger. Inhale, we straighten out through that front leg. We pivot on the feet. Left foot faces forward. Right foot at 45 degrees. We bend through that left leg. Beautiful. Breathing here. Slowly from here, we're going to windmill the arms. Take the hands down, lift up into our standing splits. Lift that right leg to the sky. From here, we're going to find our half moon. Left hand dangling in front of left foot. Open heart space to the right hand side. Ooh. Again, if you fall, it's all part of training those balances. Slowly on your next inhale, lift yourself up. Keep that right leg lifted. Cross right ankle over left thigh. Oh, no. Apparently I lost my balance there, and that is fine. We're going to come back to center. Take the hands to heart center and prayer, squat down. Breathing here. Opening up through that right glute. Engage through the body, engage the core, find the balance. On your inhale, come back to center. Again, we're going to find that pistol squat. So whether the leg stays bent, whether we take hold of the big toe, whether we extend, we bend through left leg. Oh, moving slowly. See if you can take yourself down, hover for a moment, and then find the sit bones. Find your Navasana, your boat pose. Now this time we're going to work a little bit more into the core. We're going to scissor the legs here. Again, legs can be extended. Come back to center. Take hold of the big toes. If you want to take those rock and rolls to come into it, you can. Or we fully extend out. We open out wide through the legs. Find the sit bones. Sitting up tall, try not to round here. Really lengthen through the spine. On your next exhale, draw the legs back in, cross through the legs, take the hands out in front, and walk, step, or jump the feet to your plank. We flow through that vinyasa. Opening up through heart space, back bend of choice. Exhale to downward facing dog. Now from our down dog, we're going to drop to the knees, swoop the legs out in front, and come to recline. Now, you can repeat that sequence as many times as you like. Sometimes just the once doesn't feel like you can warm up fully if you're using this as a warm-up for your workout. Otherwise, come to recline. Hug the knees into heart center. Rocking side to side. We'll come into our happy baby. Flex the feet towards the sky, easing off through those hips. And I'll give you a choice here. You can finish with any asana that feels good for you. If you want to pause in your happy baby, if you want to take a spinal twist, or if you want to find one last balance, you can find your shoulder stand as you draw the knees in towards the chest, take the legs to the sky, taking the weight onto the shoulders, maybe even finding your plow. Coming into any movement that feels good for you. Easing through the body. And in your own time, just take a moment to pause here. Notice how the body is feeling. Thanking ourselves, thanking our body for everything it has done for us on the mat. Taking 3 last deep inhales and exhales, inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. Deep inhale. Exhale, sigh out. Inhale. And exhale. One last time, deep inhale. And exhale. In your own time, finding yourself in a comfortable seated position, honoring yourself for showing up. Thank you so much for practicing with us today. Namaste. Thank you guys. Like I said, you can use that practice as much as you like, whenever it feels right for you. It can feel quite tight in some areas if you're not already warm, so maybe try it after a workout as well. See how you get on and let us know. Thanks so much for joining, and don't forget to check out our other videos on our channel.
Also, subscribe to get notifications when we add new videos, and don't forget to like this one to share some love.